Hello, welcome. Down to business. Cut up an onion. You're supposed to dice it, and I chopped it, and it worked out, but it made a big mess, so cut it smaller than what you're seeing. This YouTube channel is about the pros and cons of following recipes. And it's better that I do the audio afterwards because then I can reflect on the mistakes of the trials and tribulations of being me. So we're gonna cook those. And just to be clear, cut them smaller. That's what diced means. And that's chopped. Okay. I've never made this before or eaten it before, but Mark wanted it, and I fulfilled the request. For all of you, that's a half a cup of breadcrumbs. Yum yum. Is that a cool noise? Or is it lame? Okay, a pound of each meat, pork and beef, 2 eggs. I never use eggs, but today's the day. Unfertilized babies, bring them. And Shazam, look at that. It's a baby. It's a baby chicken. Period. So cook those up, and then we're gonna add the spices. That's nutmeg, and the recipe will be below. I'd recommend that to fact check this recipe that I'm doing. And a little bit of clove. That stuff is so good. Remember the time we made a drink and we put like pounds of clove? It was so gross. I thought we were gonna hallucinate and die. And then that was cinnamon. That was just a substitute for allspice. So if you have allspice, just skip the multiple steps. Just use allspice. I read online that a teaspoon of salt for every pound of meat, but I put 1 teaspoon of salt for these 2 pounds of meat. I don't know. I don't want to live on the wild side. I want to err on the side of caution. I want a sailboat with I don't know. I want a sailboat with a baby sailboat, just in case. That shit was so cold. I was sad. You have to know that. So put these chopped and not diced onions in the mix, and then now that your hands are clean and they're warm again, just use a spoon. Don't overexert yourself. It's just meatballs for somebody else. Just kidding. So let's cook them. Yeah. So we're browning the meat. I understand what browning the meat means as far as color. Does it mean something more than color? Is it just like, I don't know. I mean, you're not cooking the meat, are you? These weren't cooked all the way through. I just don't know. So part of the issue with the meatballs not being perfectly round, besides the fact that I'm not making them perfectly round, is onions. The thick onions, whatever. So what's going on here? They're brown, and I rotate. I'm rotating your tires. You didn't see that coming. Thought you came here for a recipe. You got more. Making this worth your while. Okay, after those are brownish, somewhat tan, let's make the sauce. Yeah, you'll have to read the recipe. I wasn't paying attention. I was rotating tires. I was doing something more valuable than cooking food for hippies. Okay. So this sauce, as I said, I've never made this or eaten this before, so I just kind of winged it, and I feel like it came out too much liquid. Start with less and add more. That is supposed to be 2/3 of a cup of sour cream in 4 cups of beef broth with a couple tablespoons of butter, and flour to thicken it. Again, follow the recipe. Once it's mixed thoroughly, throw it in there and then simmer and serve.